I don't know what the fuck's going on. And Bob, he's not telling us shit. We could have been live a minute ago. I have no fucking idea.
That's what I thought. I'm like, okay.
He's like, everyone's real quiet, like. Bob, tell us.
Yes.
But yes, what? Are we live? Here. What's happening?
We're live. We are live.
There we go. We got some confirmation number.
It kept failing on me. You know, Kai Bob and his country internet messed up. Anyway,
out there in Kentucky.
Kentucky, that's right. We invented the loop.
There we go.
Live. Oh, Bushido's got one.
Oh my God, I'm a genius or something like that.
You hit the mute button.
Yeah. Oh my God, I had to go into Google and then I had to. This was on the block list for God knows what reason, but whatever. Mr. Dealer, how are you today, sir?
This program was on the block list. Is that what
I don't know why.
You probably watch some of these Sony guys use it, and you're like,
exactly.
Block. Yeah, I'm good.
Nah, block.
I'm a little tired. We came in here, KY Bob's live and shit. We don't have a damn clue what's happening, and there's aliens on the screen. Then there's a fake countdown and then a real countdown, and then we're still not live. And, you know, so I just want to thank Bob for having all of us on. We were begging for months to be on here, and we saw him. Finally, he let us on here because we're cool enough. So thanks, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
No problem.
Yes, Bob. Yes, appreciate it.
I mean, you all are cool enough to be on my show.
Why is your audio so low, sir? Like that's the thing that you'll know about me real quick. I'm going to help people. How come nobody else mentioned to Bob about his audio? Oh, why is it only me?
Wait. Last week when I listened to a show, I said this at the chat. I was like, why is he so low? They was like, I can hear him fine. I was like, nah,
my
not
shit
me
is
though.
set up immaculately perfect. Yeah. I know everything that's on and off, and Bob, you are low as fuck.
You still sound low.
You sound slightly echoey, you know, but
what?
Yeah, slightly.
Bob, you never like ran your own voice through like Adobe Premiere or anything, and seen what kind of decibels you're getting out of the mic?
No.
What the fuck? Well, yeah, you got to make sure you're audible. Do you ever listen to your own shows back?
He's like, no, neither would I though. But I'm not even gonna be mad.
But you gotta, or else you don't understand like what you could be doing better if you're not checking out your own fucking shows here and there, right?
That is true.
Leave it to me, Bob. Yes, turn your audio up.
All right, I changed some settings. Do I sound good now?
Sounds magnificent.
Now
you
there you go.
All right, now I turned it down a little bit. I was in the yellow.
There you go.
Look how you sound a million times better.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's because I was set up incorrectly.
All right. What's the topics tonight, Bob? And how come? Where the fuck is everyone else at? Don't you got a panel? What's happening?
Well, somebody had to work, and we believe somebody else is stuck in the hospital.
Those are excuses. Word.
No, like with Lupa.
Hospital. Come on now.
Definitely. Shout out to Lupa though. Hopefully she's okay. I messaged her.
Oh man.
Yep.
She is one of the funny people to play with. She is hilarious when you play with her online. She's had a couple.
Yeah, the Lupa's hilarious.
But I wish her the best though.
But
welcome
Power Man,
everybody.
Power Man, it's been a minute since I've seen him on here, so I'm just wondering, like, you know, I'll DM him and ask him if he's still part of the show. I'll steal a spot.
He's got responsibilities. But I want to welcome everybody to Game Set Live. And did you all know we had a game show today?
Say what?
Is that what you want to call it?
Shut your mouth.
Okay. We had a pre-rendered video show today.
It wasn't a pre-rendered video show, you little slut. No, like it was all right. Like, no, it wasn't that great. There was a few good games there.
It was a B, I guess.
A B? Well, you know, you might be a little drunk on that, but you know, I mean, still though. I mean, it was probably the worst. It's probably the worst.
Wow, you going that bad, huh?
It's one of the worst game shows I've seen from Jeff Keighley in quite some time.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out to Canadian Dracula. He didn't let it go down well tonight, and there wasn't enough content there. I don't think. I don't know.
No,
it's like everyone's holding their own shit for their own events. How weird.
Wait a minute. Is his nickname from you is Canadian Dracula?
Yeah. Don't he look like Canadian Dracula?
He looks very awkward standing there like that. Like he's
like, I'm really in these pants right now.
Yeah, those pants are way too tight.
I mentioned that too about the
I'm
pants.
not gonna lie, those pants were a little tight, like a little.
Yeah.
Yeah, But I mean, no, I thought it was an okay show, but I will admit I did doze off at a point. So it must have bored me enough.
Yeah, there was a massive section. Bob, I'm just going to take over the show, okay? There's a massive section. There's a massive section where, the hair started turning yellow and pink and shit, and the voices got higher pitched. And I was like, nah, I think I'll just fuck off now and come back. No, like there was that kind of slowed things down, man.
This year's Summer Game Fest was better than last year's.
Was it?
Whoa, really? You think so?
That's bold claims because I don't remember that one at all either. So
So you're right.
You know what? I do remember them having some musical number, which I hated last year. I think they avoided that.
Was that the Game Awards or the Summer Games Fest?
Oh, come on now. Flute Man was years ago.
I think that was the Game Awards.
You know that motherfucker's extra musically inclined during the winter seasons.
Yeah, for whatever reason. But I could have sworn they showed it. They had a band play too.
It was the Magic Dragons, right? It was at the game show, right?
Yeah, that was the awards. That was like 8 months ago.
The award show, yeah.
But they also had something at the fest too, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember at the fest, but you know my memory, so
yeah, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Chat, let us know.
Yeah, Timber gives it a C. I give it a C plus. I'm
give
being
it a
generous.
B minus. I was trying to be generous. I'll give it a B minus. I'm still trying to be generous. I think because a couple of games held it down for me, like. I like seeing a little more Callisto Protocol. People want to complain about the corridor horror thing, but I can never get enough of those, so I can't really.
Who's complaining about that?
There's so few people on the Twitter.
What? Those guys, yeah, they could probably complain about far worse. Actually, I mean, why aren't all drugs legal? Yeah, I mean those kind of people. They're complaining about everything.
Right.
Callisto Protocol looked great, man, and it's better yet, we got a date, and better yet, we can play it soon.
No, that looks good. It was December 2nd, right? No, that right there.
I think it's the 22nd. Might be the
22nd. One of the two. But that looks pretty good. I will agree. It was nice seeing Guile, do his hair up like a black man with the box. That was cool to see. I liked seeing that from Street Fighter 6.
It looked okay to me.
It looked, I mean, I think Street Fighter 6 will be pretty good personally. What did you all think about the Aliens Dark Descent? Because it looks to be like a strategy type game, right?
Is that only on PC though?
Was it only PC?
Sure. I thought I saw that it was only
rubbed
on
me
PC.
the wrong
I
way.
did say Steam, but it's just a cinematic trailer, so I wasn't really. I know what to think. So
it struck me as a game that's going to have objectives, but no real story. It's going to be kind of squad based and kind of like Rainbow Six Extraction was. And I don't know. I'm ready for an Aliens game that's actually got a little story to it.
Yeah,
I'm ready for a good Aliens game. Period. How about that?
I agree, but this is like it's a top-down type of game, so it's definitely like some type of strategy game,
like XCOM, I think.
Exactly.
Oh, if it's like XCOM, you won't hear me complain though, because I love me some XCOM.
Yeah.
So am I the only one that when they showed the Goat Sim 3, I thought they were showing Dead Island 2? Am I the
we all did.
Yeah, that was funny.
We all did.
That was the intent, right?
We were in Discord saying the same thing, and I was like, I'm not a big Dead Island fan, but when I saw the goats, I just fell out laughing. I got it immediately.
Isn't it? It's kind of weird they decided to roll OG Dead Island old as fuck trailer, like a parody on that randomly out of nowhere, and it's about Goat Simulator. Maybe those two studios have some kind of relation or something. I have no idea. Biggest news was, holy shit, there's a Goat Simulator 2. I didn't fucking know that.
Me neither.
I was like, 3? These motherfuckers skipped the number.
Yeah, a lot of guys said that inside the Discord too. They was like, wait, there was a 2?
But I was actually surprised too. Actually surprised that there was a part 2 to that. But I think like the biggest news is like Timber, I guess inside the chat said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming to Game Pass. I think that was the biggest news for me.
That's gonna be
the whole show.
Yeah, as far as what's coming immediately to us, at least.
4-player co-op.
Well, you've got. They also did let drop that the Quarry comes out tonight.
Yes, it does.
And if you play House of Ashes or Man of Medan or Until Dawn, the same team there. House of Ashes is the best looking game I've ever seen, like in person, and it looks incredible. You can play it right now on your Series X and S for PS5.
Better than Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, way better actually.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's way far less interactive. It's that typical keep motherfuckers alive or get everyone killed game. And you know, it looks good, man.
Yeah, I have to. I don't know. I'm a bit of a chicken. I feel like I start playing those games and be in here screaming like, ah! I don't know if I
you're
want to
doing
play
it at
that.
home by yourself. So
Exactly. If I play it by myself, I'm saying, ah!
And
Nobody at
Teenage
least
Mutant
no
Ninja
one will be here
Turtles
to
is
hear
going
me,
to
I guess,
launch
but-
on July 16th.
It was sooner. Was it the 16th all the way out there?
Yeah, it was July 16th this year.
I thought what was coming out the 22nd of this month? Something was, I thought something hit with game.
It
Who
is
knows?
something. I forgot too, because we were too busy roasting the rest of the show that I can't remember. Wow.
Chat, we're kind of incompetent.
Yeah.
But in our defense, the show was
22nd.
a D plus. You know,
slightly subpar.
yeah. These don't get degrees.
I took detailed notes, and I'm not showing the 22nd of this month. Nope.
I was gonna go take detailed notes, and then I kind of watched it, and I was like, yeah, no need. And Dark Tide was there.
I don't know why that doesn't do anything for me.
I don't know. Maybe it was a frame rate that was all over the fucking place. I have no idea. But I mean, that game is going to be one of the bigger games that Xbox gets this year. Right? I'm talking about Xbox. I don't know what you guys play on entirely, but I'm primarily Xbox. That's kind of a one of note for me.
Yeah, same for us. Although we do have the PS5, but I barely.
Yeah, so do I. But it doesn't mean it didn't fall in fall far distance. And yeah, mine fell. I don't care.
So the Call of Duty 2 that they showed.
Oh no! I will say that I thought looked good. I thought it looked back to
Modern
the old, harken back to the old days. I thought it looked pretty good. The campaign, at least.
But what is it? Is it a reboot? Is it a remaster? What?
It's a sequel to 2019's Modern Warfare.
Yep.
Well, 2019's Modern Warfare, was that a reboot or a remaster?
No, that is the best Call of Duty game ever made. That's what that is.
It's a bit of a, I guess, a retelling because it's the same characters that like Soap and such, right? So
but it's completely different, and it's you wouldn't even know that the other one exists.
I guess so. I guess a reboot would be the best way to put it. Then,
yeah, that one looked really good to me. If you ask, I'm not really a big COD fan, but that one looked good. I was pretty stoked for it, especially if it drops in Game Pass. So,
is that why we got another level with the ship where you got to infiltrate it, and there, those cargo containers, which is like their sort of Levolution, I guess, in a way. Like their maps are interactive, the cargo slides around. You can then have access to maybe things you couldn't get access to before because you can jump off them in a different location. The rain physics look phenomenal. Like you're finally starting to see physics work its way into fluid dynamics in games. So like it's coming off the handrails properly. Even in a shitty fucking low bitrate stream, you know that game's gonna look incredible. It really will. So I'm pretty excited for that. That is October the 24th, 22nd. What is it? I don't have anything in front of me.
I'm not the biggest fan of Call of Duty games. I do
October
enjoy
28th.
some of the campaigns though.
28th.
Yep.
So the campaigns I'm all for. The thing I feel like though is like I'm not going to buy that because it's $70 for one, and I have a very staunch like anti-$70 thing, even though I pay like nearly $900.
Don't admit it. Don't admit that out loud. Don't admit that out loud. I wouldn't do that.
I have to say it, but the thing is, it's like we know that the Activision deal is going through, so it's like, why would I even buy that when I could just wait?
Yeah, wait for it. Yep.
And it's be on Game Pass.
I mean,
if you're not a Call of Duty fan, why not, right?
Yeah. So that's my thinking on it.
Definitely not spend $70 on that though. Definitely
right.
Depends on what's out. Depends on what's
Infinite Umbra, your Infinite brother says watch it again in 4K. It's much better.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, they always are. And that's what Microsoft recommended doing too, right? Before their showcase. Like if you're not seeing the re-upload, then and the reason a lot of people wonder why they don't just upload it at 4K 60 FPS high bit rate. And that's because, and I was told this by them, that's because the media will scrub through that shit in order to break headlines first and to get news out there first and to spoil showcases before they've even begun. That's why they do everything live, and they can't really do a full 4K 60 FPS high bitrate stream. As you know, that's YouTube won't even really leverage that to its fullest, but so many people watching one stream, 1080p is about what they can muster at this point without exploding.
I didn't know about the part of them, like maybe the press and such grabbing it early, but I figured like at least the bit rate issues with YouTube as far as how it would play and slow down and stop and refresh and buffer. I kind of figured that was part of it.
Yeah. There were 220,000 people waiting for that show to start.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, you thought RDX chat moved fast. You should have seen that shit.
All you could see was PS better, like really quick.
Yeah, I could catch one at a time, and that was it.
That are just like molestery comments, like weird fucks in the chat. You know, it's just I don't know. Speaking of, we got to shout out to everyone in the chat, Bob. Everyone watching.
We got December, the greatest podcast fan, makes every show. Jedi Knight Peter in there.
Jedi Knight Peter.
Put some respect
right.
on his name.
The Austin Jedi. He milks kangaroos. Jay Blaze.
Really?
Yep.
You just told me that one.
That was
never opened up
supposed to be confidential. Too late now.
That was supposed to be kept confidential, Bob.
Peter.
He said,
we got Doovie.
My boy Doovie.
And more Doovie.
Doovie.
And more Doovie.
Doovie probably doesn't even know that reference.
And my brother Brixington.
That's right. Brixton 1.
I usually just call him Brix, but Brixington is such a prestigious sounding name. I am Brixington from Cambridge.
You, Mr. Umbra. Come on.
Can you stop? Look, Umbra. It's a great story, but motherfuckers in the chat don't want to hear that shit.
That is a fantastic story.
Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, right? It's like a breaking point in technology for the engine, for the franchise, apparently. And I don't know what the hell this is. As far as I know, it's a sequel to 2019's Modern Warfare, which is the best Call of Duty of all time, in my opinion. And it's still the best looking Call of Duty of all time as well. If you go back and play that, it's just nuts how it looks. So again, I'm kind of excited. Depends on what's out. October, I have no idea. But nothing wrong with another AAA game coming out because we just went through a damn drought.
Yeah, we did. You know, it's crazy. I never played that one that you're talking about, but I have to give a shout out to my brother, Drawn TJ, because we were in a party chat playing on Xbox and everything, just having the ball, right? And he was talking about how he had all these points. I was like, yeah, such and such. And I kind of not bribed him, but like tricked him, I guess, manipulated him into buying it for me.
Jedi mind tricked him?
Yeah.
Fucked up to openly admit. I tricked this motherfucker into buying this shit for me. What an idiot, right?
Now, is this the same team that is doing the reimagining of the second one that did the first one?
This isn't like a reimagining, though. That's what I said. I think it's a direct sequel. Like it's a different, because the first Modern Warfare 2019 is not Modern Warfare 2007. They have the same name, but different games.
So they
entirely
rebooted the franchise.
I have no fucking idea. I just know that you have to play it. It's the best Call of Duty ever. The campaign's phenomenal. It's the best looking again. And they do some really, really cool stuff with that. And the second best Call of Duty campaign, in my opinion, is actually Infinite Warfare. If you haven't played through Infinite Warfare's campaign,
I haven't played that yet. But you know, I thought Modern Warfare.
I just finished it this year. It was fantastic.
Modern Warfare, then, if that's the case, because Modern Warfare is probably my all-time favorite in the campaigns.
You got to play this newest one from 2019. There's a scene in the game where you literally have to play as a child, hiding from like basically what is a home invader, right? Because you're in a wartime scenario, and you're running around looking for ways to dispatch this motherfucker as a kid. And it's done in a way where you're like, this is really fucking cool. Like, I did not expect this. I'm stabbing this guy in the fucking neck with scissors and stuff. Like, run around. It's really, really awesome. That's just one little section of the game, but it really does have some cool stuff that you've just never really seen in Call of Duty games before, and I think it's pretty well thought out.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe the chat knows. I don't know. Chat, let us know.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try it out soon.
Let us know, chat.
Let us know. What you're letting us know, we don't know. Just let us know.
Other than Callisto Protocol, my highlight of the show was routine. The game Routine.
Oh, yeah.
They said that we saw it 10 years ago, and then it went dark, and now we're seeing it again. Does anybody else remember seeing this 10 years? Because I don't.
Did they say it was shown or announced 10 years ago?
I
thought they said announced.
I barely
10 years
remember
ago.
it. I know that it's going straight to Game Pass, but I'm not. I barely remember it only because of that robot. But I can't remember much. So
yeah, it's
It looked really good.
coming.
Yeah, I don't
to
remember that. All of them did look good.
PC, Steam. It's going to be cross-platform, and it's going to hit Game Pass Day 1. The PlayStation
That's
was
always a good
not
sign.
in that announcement.
yeah.
So,
Well, as long as it comes to Game Pass Day 1, I have nothing else to complain about it or say.
Yeah, I
anything
can't
else
see how
about
that's a bad thing. Yeah.
Yeah, positive all around for me. But that was cool. But what was that one? What was it? what was that one?
Witchfire.
Witchfire. That looked damn good.
Going into nothing specific, but said it would be going into early access very soon.
Yeah, that looks really good to me. Like,
Was that a
surprisingly.
Steam only game?
It seems like it.
Yeah, they, I was told it was a PC game. We were in the Discord.
Yeah, I mean, nah.
I'm hoping
Primarily.
they'll eventually bring it over to. I'm pretty sure they will bring it to consoles. It looked pretty dope.
It if it's what I'm thinking of, it reminded me of Shadow Warrior a little bit.
Yeah, I could kind of see that.
But
It also
just much
kind of brought to
slower.
mind. What's that one that you guys were playing? I eventually played. I can't remember. It was like Warhammer, something like that.
Vermintide.
Vermintide. That's what it kind of reminded me of a little bit, but a much prettier version.
And so we're getting an RTS coming to consoles. Been on PC for a while now, called Humankind.
That's a turn-based strategy, I think.
The one that
It's
looked
like
like
Civilization.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you said RTS. Sorry,
I believed it was RTS.
it's
I could be
turn-based.
wrong.
It's TBS.
TBS. That's
Turn-based strategy
it's
or real-time
turn-based.
strategy.
Yep, turn-based strategy for
You know, the kind of like, say, okay, your turn. Come over and kill me. You know that dumb shit where you gotta wait.
Yeah,
I guess like what those that don't bother me. I like those.
It's published by Sega too. Yeah, that one didn't do it for me personally.
Speaking of RTSs, a brand new studio going by the name of Frost Giant Studios. Their very first game is an RTS game called Stormgate. And that looked interesting, but it didn't look like you had like large units of troops. It looked more like kind of like Spartan Assault, like you just had a few different people that came out of your certain parts of your bases and you controlled them.
No, it's a full-on RTS, and expect unit counts to be similar to StarCraft. This is basically a bunch of angered employees from Activision. They basically said, Activision. They basically said, "Fuck you, we're not doing RTSs really right anymore." And these guys from StarCraft and all these other, great RTSs left and started that studio, and this is their first game. And I expect unit counts to be similar to StarCraft. A lot of things, even some of the enemy types, look similar to like the Protoss, for example.
Yeah, I can see that. They said they want this game to be the Elden Ring of RTSs.
Well, I mean, you can't. I mean, hoping for something like that's just dumb. It just happens,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lower your expectations. Elden Ring only murdered everything for months on YouTube for a couple months ago. Like,
yeah, visually though,
including the PlayStation favorite, I guess you say.
Yeah.
I was expecting Age of Empires. I didn't get it. I didn't get it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get it Sunday.
it's your boy Boba here.
Ah, Baba.
Baba.
That's right.
Yeah, Baba doesn't like games called Baba Fett.
Sorry, Baba, but that's sticking.
Baba.
I'll put it on the shelf right next to Ass Play Gaming.
Oh.
Ashtray Gaming.
I'm in a group chat with them. Oh,
wrangle
man, he's going to hear
wrangle
that
your
one.
showing, damn it.
What?
Wrangle the show. Grab it by the horns.
I'm wrangling the show. All right. So if you haven't heard, Dick Riders, Outriders, has got an update coming out called World Slayer.
I'm like, I didn't see this game, huh? I must have fell
World
asleep during that
Slayer,
part.
and it's dropping soon. End of
I
this
didn't
month.
see that game.
That's Bob's favorite game, by the way, chat.
Please tell me you don't play that in VR.
I have all the DLC.
I was going to say, Bushido, I'm sure you were excited for the Outriders DLC, right?
Yeah, I love Outriders. I have to admit, I'm stoked for it, but I'm stuck on the okay, but okay, it looks good. I've already seen a lot of it, so it didn't really show me anything new. So I was like, okay, I know it's
I
coming.
enjoyed
So all
I
right,
enjoyed it, but the co-op issues kind of killed my hype because I really wanted to play with friends because it did kind of feel to me like Anthem with friends. It
no, I
didn't
got you.
happen. So
Yeah, they finally fixed their server issues, but you still have it now and then. So it's still got its issues, but it's still at least better than what it was before. It was awful before.
and also there's a demo that I haven't looked yet, but they said it launched today. The Metal Hellsinger. If you want to play a rhythm-based shooter with heavy metal music, that's got to be unique. Rhythm-based shooter.
Rhythm is a dancer. I'm sorry.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
And then Dealer was just talking about House of Ashes. There's a sequel. There's another one called Layers of Fears.
Right.
No, sir.
That is in that series.
Layers of Fear is the
No, sir.
first one,
Oh,
right?
no, it's the same series though.
No. So it's starts with Until Dawn. They then went multi-plat with Man of Medan. Then they brought out Little Hope. Then they brought out House of Ashes or House of Asses. And then now they brought out The Quarry, which comes out tonight. That is not the same studio. The one you're thinking of came out with Layers of Fear 1, 2, and then, of course, The Medium. And now they got that dog shit named Layers of Fears is Layers, whatever the fuck it is on Unreal Engine 5. So, yeah, 2 different studios.
Well,
no, okay.
I don't mind it at all that I'm getting corrected by Dealer Gaming. So if it was
No, it's
somebody
not
else.
I'm going along with this. Come on now. Bob, tell the people thanks for watching.
Yes, thank you everybody for coming in and seeing my ragdoll collection of panelists that I pulled in a half an hour before the show on Twitter.
Hey, don't it sound like Bob is in bed right now with a warm cup of milk? And he's like, yeah, it's so comfortable. Now, Keith. Did you guys
Now,
see that
Keith. Yeah.
I'm so lonely. Can somebody join me?
Yeah, chat. Thanks for watching, guys, and hit the like button if you haven't. Subscribe if you're new. And
Like and subscribe. Yes.
Throw Bob a Red Bull.
Red Bull.
You heard how tired I was for the show. I had to summon this shit. Come on.
Yeah. So we did see some Nightwing gameplay on Gotham Knights.
Yeah.
And did we think it was any better?
No.
Than what we had been seeing before?
It looked better than the cell phone gameplay that showed last time. Yeah. I mean that was fucking horrible.
Yeah.
No, man. Listen, the alpha I thought looked better than the way the game looks now. It
The one we just all said like a month ago?
Yeah.
What?
I don't like the way it looks at all. I thought it looked worse.
This game got some changeling shit going on. Like it looks different every time we fucking see it. Only thing I can point to is Guardians, man, because Guardians looked like dog shit before it came out. Like they showed it off in the worst way.
Yeah,
and it looked like it was running on a cell phone at one point in the trailer, and it ended up being one of the best looking games you could buy right now. So I'm convinced it'll look great.
I'm hoping you are correct because I'm a big Batman fan, and I'm very disappointed in the way the game looks right now. It looks slow. It looks clunky. It doesn't have any of the identity of any of the Arkham games. I know it's not an Arkham game, but still,
we've waited long enough, right?
Yeah.
But how can it look slow and clunky and not good? It dropped last year in support, guys. This fucking stupid shit. That's why I keep telling everybody. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. It's resources or marketing, or it will come out later. Like so many other games have said they've dropped last gen support will. Or
Bushido, Jay Blaze wants to know if you were wearing your glasses when you watched that gameplay.
I always do. I can't see without them, so yeah, it didn't look good. I'm sorry.
I watched it. I thought it looked pretty good. I'll say, but you know what? It's how they did it, right? Because now it had to have little cut scenes and stuff mixed in with it, so it made it look a little sharper, a little nicer, little action cuts. So they presented it better, I would say. But I'm still not blown away by the art style choices that they made from Arkham.
Especially the art style choices, yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, I'm still going to play it. I'm excited for it. I was hoping that we'd hear something about it going to Game Pass. What's up,
No.
Dirt? I mean, maybe we might hear something Sunday. You never know, right?
I mean, yeah, that. I don't think that'll be one of them, but maybe who knows?
Oh, dealer has some
why
insider knowledge.
How come everybody afraid to buy some games? Damn it, get out there and buy yourself a $70 game. It's amazing. Come on now.
Oh,
$70 game.
oh, hell no.
It's just $70 too.
Hell no.
Yeah, Mav was. We were talking earlier. He's like, man, I'm gonna buy. He basically pledged off buying $60 games. He's only buying $70 games from now on because they're better.
Oh,
$70 better.
I heard that too.
I'm just kidding. Mav didn't.
I'm about to try that then because I haven't been able to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Mav. He's in the chat.
What up,
Dirk
Mav?
Griggity's in the house. Okay.
Shout out to Dirk Griggity.
Dirk Griggity in the house.
Yeah, Dirk
Mav in the
Griggity.
house.
Shout out to Doovie
Dirk
Everybody
Griggity in the house.
and Boba Fett
Baba, yes, Baba. Yes.
and Jedi Knight Peter and Jay Blaze.
You do get what you pay for, though. So $10 more.
I guess if that's what you Jedi mind trick yourself into thinking.
That Destruction All Stars was fire. $70.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I've been told. Hey, Blaze, I agree with you too. I do not like the way they have Red Hood getting around. You could have done something way more advanced than him moonwalking. He's just moonwalking across the whole, or soul moonwalking across the whole freaking city. That's just ridiculous.
It's called Mystical Leap, sir, and it's because his power seeped in through a jacuzzi he was in.
No,
yeah, like people are damage control that Mystical Leap shit. I'm like, this is the laziest, corniest, stupidest way. And this motherfucker's hopping on clouds and shit. Why not give him like a fast fucking motorcycle or something?
Or
like,
or device? Anything besides cloud walking?
I'd rather be shot out of a cannon from one side of the map to the other than to jump on fucking bugs.
Yeah, anything besides that. That was lazy. Somebody threw that out there and they was like, you know what? We'll take it.
They said, fuck it. We only got a few weeks. Fuck. We got to make them jump through the air, guys. There's no... We can't get him around the city unless he's jumping through the air. And Bob, what do you think about Mystical Leap and the Fast Bat?
Well, I think it's possible if his co-op player's in there, he can kind of hold him up.
No, Bob, it's just him floating. That's it. He don't even get to use the Fast Bat.
It's like an energy wave that's being held up by his partner.
It's a big L-shaped fucking rocket ship to, I don't know, just... It's just dumb. I thought it was stupid too. I completely agree with you. Mystical Leap is a fail. I don't even like the way that the glider literally appears out of thin air when Nightwing front flips off a building.
Yeah.
Why couldn't that thing swoop down and him catch it while he's falling real quick and have this whole animation, where the weight's hitting the glider and boom, he's catching air again. Like, there's so many cool things they could have did with that glider to make it look at least real-ish.
Yeah.
All the things that Batman has given these guys or helped them to acquire or whatever, and that's something you just completely just leave out of the equation. Like, no. He has a soul walk, and the other guy, his device comes out of another dimension, pocket dimension, and
it's funny.
Whatever else.
Did they show how Robin and Batgirl, how they travel like that?
The big wheel or something, yeah. It's not much better.
Big wheel.
I think Batgirl is actually a motorcycle.
Hop on.
Maybe. Go. But she can also fly, but I've seen her on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
And it's 2-player co-op, right? Just because not everyone knows that. Some people think it's 4. But it is only 2.
It was rumored before we saw it.
It was rumored. That probably came from Xbox Air or something. Don't worry about that. So yeah, it's 2-person co-op, and that's pretty much it.
Wow.
Yeah. I think the biggest co-op that we got going so far, obviously, is the TMNT. I have to keep going back to that. Like my boy Doovie pointed out, that 6-player co-op is going to be a thing of beauty.
Could be.
I was going to say, not all of y'all have to jump on at one time. everybody get quiet as hell. Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay.
Hey, I see Hargeese in the chat.
What up, Hargeese?
Is he? Okay. What's going on, Hargeese?
Yep, he is.
All the Halo community guys in there, huh?
What else did they kind of show? Because I know they moved off from Gotham Knights quick as fuck. I don't remember what they started talking
Sure
about
enough,
after
did.
that. Was it the Last of Us multiplayer they went to?
Oh my
Last of Us
God.
multiplayer.
Speaking of that, so it's the
They moved
third
off of-
remaster, or it's the second remaster and the third in the series of the first one.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
They got me twice already. Not get me a third time. I'm sorry.
Right. That's the end of it for me.
They got me with the regular one. You know, that was a regular sale. The remaster into PS4, to me, which wasn't that big a difference. And now we have a remaster, and I'm seeing guys argue about that like it's a remake, and I'm like, you guys really have a different opinion of what a remake is and a remaster, but
and also what's acceptable. Which constantly changes.
Well,
if Microsoft does something like that, it's not acceptable.
Yes.
It's never ending. And then add to that, Bob, these motherfuckers are defending a $70 like 12-year-old, 500-year-old
$70.
It's $70 and it doesn't have any of the DLC, doesn't have any of the multiplayer. How? Why?
Because of Sony.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to support the developers.
I get every side's got radicals, but you know, it's pretty easy to keep tabs on who the fuck's keeping shit real or not. And why is this so hard to understand that you're buying a game from 2013 again for the second time? This motherfucker was cheaper the second time it came out, I think.
Oh, wow, how about that's true?
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird to see the price go up. Like, fuck it, price is going up. We saw other remasters that were great, remakes that were great, that launched at less than full original price with all of the enhancements.
The weirdest thing to me is
I think the price went up because of gas.
I'm shipping off the physical copies.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's so weird though, because like nobody, I don't think even PlayStation fanboys asked for this. It's like, why is this here?
100% to introduce the franchise to PC players.
Yeah.
Which, you know, they will have news out on the PC version.
Pretty soon,
yeah, that's one of the biggest reasonings behind this. It's to update it for PC and then the eventual release of Last of Us 2 on PC.
Yeah, and then of course they do have the TV show coming next year or something like that.
Which was fucking what a damn way to horribly end the show.
Oh my God, we sat there for God knows how long watching that.
And he's like, I'm gonna tell you a secret, Jeff Keighley. I'm working on something else too.
Something
now
else.
Kiss.
Now kiss.
Now kiss.
Kojima would have come out. Now kiss, Keely. That's what he really was.
If you guys haven't seen that meme of Mike Tyson, he's like, now kiss.
I feel like if it's Mike saying that to you, you probably have to do it. Spinal.
Yeah,
I heard
that.
Spinal. I heard the spinal. I remember that.
My back was broken. What part of your back?
Spinal.
My back.
All right, time to switch gears a little bit. Does anybody else catch the
Mike Tyson? I had my back broken. What part? Spinal.
Spinal. If you're a Mike Tyson fan, you're probably dying right now. It's so stupid.
Man. Mike is a wild boy. I would not laugh this hard in front of his face, though.
Spinal.
I promise I
not unless he's laughing.
Yeah, right. That's probably what they're doing on the airplane. Says Spinal. Got pieced the fuck up.
Got pieced up.
I give up.
Bob, what are you doing over there?
I give up. I tried to wrangle it, but I couldn't get through the laughter.
You should be happy. You know, we got 30 people here watching. Their watching has been a long day. Everyone's probably half dead. They don't give a fuck about game news at this point, but they're here watching. And we got the best host ever, KY Bob here. You know,
this is a record for my little show. I'm impressed.
Happy team.
30 people is 30 people, bro. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, that's awesome. Right? Spinal.
We did forget a game though. There's a game coming out called Fort Solace Remote Mars Mining Quarry.
Terrible
There's a reason we forgot about that shit.
Terrible
name, how about that, right?
Terrible name, but obviously great voice actors involved.
Yes,
so,
it really reminded me of Dead Space because it does look like that suspenseful horror type game. Well, you don't know what you're going into when you get to that mining colony.
I think too many games are probably trying to rip off the idea of Dead Space, though, right? It kind of feels unoriginal.
Because they're
But-
fucking annoyed. It's been so long since EA fucked Dead Space up. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. The name is horrible, but yeah, we called it Dead Space Junior in the chat when we was watching it.
DS Junior.
We had the actual Dead Space Callisto Protocol, and we had Dead Space Junior with similar vibes. It looks really really good, but I don't remember anything eventful fucking happening in that whole trailer. Really,
Same.
the guy walked around looking like he lost his fucking keys. Like, final. Yeah. So I mean,
Shout out to
when is
Jeff
that out,
Keighley,
though,
though.
Bob?
Jeff Keighley, shout out to him. He rolled with it. He even said, yes, it's in space. After that one, he's like, yeah.
So
90% of what they showed was it's fucking space.
you know, that's actually funny. Like most of this stuff shown was spacefaring or space bound, and I'll lead to another one. Flashback 2. What did you all think about that?
Oh yeah, I called that immediately.
I saw
That's
it.
one
When I
of my
saw it
favorite games of
immediately,
all
I did.
time.
Same here. I actually love the old Flashback.
Yeah.
But you guys
It's a
are
great
older than I
platform.
am.
Oh yeah. Well.
Oh yeah.
I don't know,
much.
Bob. You sound slightly mature, more mature.
I know I'm as much older than you are, so it's
Bob's
I know.
breastfed. His voice is deceptive.
Right.
I know Flashback came out 30 years ago, and if that was your favorite game.
Well, I watched my uncle play it. Then I played it.
Oh.
But yeah.
Oh, you watched him play, huh?
Yeah.
You
but I
didn't
played it.
play it all, huh?
I eventually
No.
played it, but I love Flashback though. It's a classic.
Yeah.
I'm interested in the
One of the few games or first game I ever played that made you get a job in the game.
Did it?
You know, Flashback reminds me a lot of, as far as the gameplay and the style of the game, it reminds me of Afraid of the Dark or Alone in the Dark. Remember that game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You just carry around a torch constantly. That's all I remember.
Yeah, well, that was the game. You just carried around the torch and made sure you didn't trip over shit and run into walls. Yep.
Wow. I just mind blown there wasn't a sequel.
It was literally the very first walking simulator. Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
It's
That's
quite
what-
the claim there, Bob.
Hey, Doobie, that's politically incorrect. We're just called geezers now. We don't have the old part in there. So just to keep in mind.
It's
He might
redundant to say
still prefer
old.
old fucks.
Yeah.
Just rolls off the tongue better.
That
It rolls up
Old
much
fucks.
easier.
that and old geezers is redundant. Just say geezers are old.
Yeah,
There was
but the
an-
British. The problem is though the British call people geezers. They're not old. You know,
Mm.
so
Do
you kind of mingle with them and you realize you got to use old fucks. It's just it just works everywhere.
Makes it easy. Yeah, you're right. You're right. More universal. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had Bob. I think we had, what was it? High Water.
Yes, I was just getting ready to bring that up.
Yeah,
High water.
I read your mind.
Yes.
Was that the one with the little inner tube you drive around?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
It's called Rogue High Water.
Yep. Or made by Rogue Games, called High Water.
Well, same.
Amen, Peter.
man.
Amen. You can never get enough
It's an
space
old fuck group.
horror games.
I'd like to see Somerville from the guys
Oh,
that made
man.
Limbo and
I do,
Into
too.
I
the
haven't
Inside.
seen or heard about that
excited
game in
for
a
that.
while.
Yeah, we'll see it probably Sunday. I'm guessing. Dealer knows. He has the insider information. You know.
Shit, I'm
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to go
yeah.
as long as possible with knowing as little as possible, like legitimately. It always
Same.
gets stumped on me like 18 hours before. Starts
Oh, they
just
always
like
tell
I
you,
get
huh?
phone calls. I'm like, fucking fuck, no.
It's like,
Peter?
Taylor, guess what?
Like, I'm not even looking for this information. I just want to. I don't give a fuck to even know it. I just want to watch the show.
Yeah, anything I see tweeted on Twitter, with a picture of a sheet of paper and said, "Look at this list." I just keep going.
Mhm.
Nah, I'm all right. I just
Taylor,
want to
you
be
still got
surprised.
you still got your press pass? You put it in a frame?
Press pass.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you got a press pass?
Yeah.
Oh, I won't watch.
Well, I shot it down. I'm not going there this year.
Aw. You could have passed it down or sold it on eBay or something.
Yeah, probably.
I might have been the only person big on it, but I would have done it.
So other
Yeah.
than High Water, were there any other obscure games that caught anybody's interest?
Marvel's Midnight Suns.
Oh, stop it!
That did catch interest because they didn't show you shit.
Right.
Yeah, what interest, because it didn't
And it's
look
coming out
good
in
either.
October, and they're like, nope, no gameplay at all. Fuck off.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we saw now, of course, that they have Spider-Man in it. We have Venom. We have the Hulk.
Oh, wow.
I guess
So-
that would be enough to pull people in.
Still CGI.
Something-
too.
Something that that piqued my interest was American Arcadia. It said that the game world is going to be 43 square miles, and basically it plays like y'all seen the Truman Show, right? With
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
yeah,
Jim
it's
Carrey.
going with Jim Carrey. It's going to play just like that, where you play a character in this world that is
Like Jim
on.
Carrey?
Yeah, just like Jim Carrey.
Wow.
You're going to be on a 24/7 broadcast.
I just want to be the
And
cable guy.
What's the name of it again?
American Arcadia.
What if you know you're on the broadcast though? Like that's not.
Well, see, that's just it. Part of the game is figuring it out, and then when you try and run to get out of this show / simulation, they start hunting you down to kill you.
All
I
right.
didn't see that one.
So the Running Man?
I think that was part of my nap time right there.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So
The Running
you
Man
obviously
like
figure it out instantly because you know you're playing a game, right? But
Mhm.
different avenues are. You got to run 43 fucking miles to get out of this map. How's this work?
They didn't show.
I need answers, Bob.
They didn't show a whole lot.
The map is 43 miles. Good luck.
They didn't show us much of anything, but we also had Cuphead's Delicious Last Course DLC.
They barely showed you anything of that too.
Sure didn't.
Delicious
Game,
Last
that's
Course.
like I didn't.
Right.
I got no enjoyment out of Cuphead whatsoever. It was too hard. It's like
It is
playing.
hard.
It's like playing
That is a hard
side-scrolling
freaking
Elden
game.
Ring.
Well, that was 2017, man. You had Wolf 2, you had Forza Motorsport 7, you had Assassin's Creed Origins, you had fuck. What else? What else came out in 2017? There was a decent amount of big games to play later that year, so I beat the first couple levels and just put them down and never came back to it.
Yeah.
Wolf 2 is the best game of 2017 or Cuphead? I'm going Wolf 2.
Wolf 2,
Yeah.
definitely.
Cuphead was hard to see. I never actually beat that. I need to go back. What
Got
did
a
you all
game
feel
coming out
about?
called Midnight Fight Club too?
What is it?
Try it.
Midnight Fight Club. Oh yeah, that's coming to
Midnight
Game
Fight
Pass
Club.
too. Yeah, I saw that.
Don't talk about Fight Club.
First
Number
rule.
one rule about Fight Club.
Right.
The number one rule should be get this fucking movie on 4K Blu-ray. Because you still can't find it on 4K Blu-ray. You
Really?
brought it up, Bob. Sorry. Go ahead. That's the first thing I think of when you say Fight Club. I'm like, I bought that movie, but I can't get the 4K version. Trash.
You know what
I
looked
thought the
interesting?
movie was well.
What was
It
it?
was a little trash. That movie was.
What?
This one.
Wait, what'd you say? I'm sorry. I'm
Trash.
sorry. Can you repeat that, Bob?
I did.
Which movie?
Can you repeat that, Robert?
Robert.
Lionel.
Bobbert.
Bob, do you say Fight Club is trash?
Robert.
Trash.
No.
You gotta say it the
He
way you
got
said
quiet
it.
like he says,
Oh.
as he should, as he should.
Okay, I gotta hang on. I hit the like button again. I disliked the show when you said that.
I said the
Right.
game looked like trash.
Trash.
You're talking about Midnight
Well,
Fight
no,
Express
man.
or whatever it's called?
I think I'm gonna get a chance to replay that and see.
It's like Hotline Miami with karate. Kind of.
Yeah, Bob, I wouldn't say anything else either. It'll incriminate you.
I'm sorry, Chet.
What did you all think about the Hunkai Star Reel? It looks like it says Hunky, but it's Hunkai. Hunky Star Reel.
Hunky Star Reel. Yeah. I don't know which one that was, and neither does Bob, apparently.
It has that.
I didn't even write that one down. I passed it off.
Oh, shit.
I thought you passed out after saying Fight Club was trash.
He's still stuck.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm still stuck with that.
What else did
I
they
have
announce,
the
Bob?
DVD to Fight
Good?
Club.
Yeah, that's
I just haven't seen it in 20 years.
that's because your
You're not
DVD
helping your
scratched the
case,
fuck.
Bob. You're not helping your case.
Yeah. I hate dead air.
It's like if you've seen Star Wars once and you say you hated it, or I don't like it now because I saw that 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Yeah, people say that's no excuse. That's no excuse either. So I'm sorry, Bob.
It's not fresh
sorry,
in
Bob,
my
on your show.
mind. It's not fresh in
sorry.
my mind, Mr. Bushido.
Hey, you know what else there's no excuse for, Bob?
What?
Not introducing the next topic. Bobby.
That's what you get when you put him on the show, man.
All right. Well, Xbox just got an update. and the DVR is still not fixed. So I'm on strike.
That DVR is malaria.
It does.
Bad.
It is stuck with the pandy.
Dude, I've been bitching about this thing directly to Jason Morano for like a year and a half. And he's like, fuck off, bitch. This is his last message. No, like this guy, I don't know if he's actually fixing it or if he's just fucking lying to us at this point. It's been like a year and a half now.
That's what I was going to say. It's almost 2 years.
Yeah, it's yeah. But the only thing I can think of is it is so fun, like because the one we have now is a 1x carryover. Literally just a carryover. That's why there's so many issues. They didn't even optimize it at all or change anything. Same bit rate, 23,000. 23 meg. So same bit rate and everything. And maybe with this new one, since the DVR is going to be one of the more resource consuming things about, like a feature of a console, they're probably waiting until they've got some kind of decently substantial, like, dashboard update for us to introduce it, because it will literally probably affect RAM usage, or they'll have to level that out somehow. And I know it puts a significant load on 1 or 2 cores, but still, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just waiting for a big update and they're going to introduce something that way. But otherwise, I don't think it's as easy to fix as some people think. Maybe not.
I have no idea.
When are we going to get full use of the RDNA 2 features?
Probably never at this fucking point.
They're already talking about RDNA 3.
Of course, that stuff's never going to sit still. Like Zen 4, they're talking about, right? But I mean, meanwhile, we have no game that comes close to maxing out Zen 2 16 thread. Like, it's just something that's always going to happen. But I don't know. With this DVR thing, it does need to happen, though. Like, seriously.
He said now they're talking about the RDNA 3. The PlayStation gamers apparently headed into PS5 all along.
Yeah, you forgot about that.
Yeah,
it's in the controller.
I
That's
thought
how
it was
you blow on
RDNA
the
4,
controller.
actually.
Oh, they have it in a controller. Okay,
yeah, the controller.
I
saw Jeff Keighley blown on it.
I don't know how he thought that was good to do on camera. I'm like,
he's playing Blowjob Simulator.
Now kiss.
Now kiss. that's what comes out of that little speaker on the controller. Now kiss.
Now kiss. You gotta blow into
it. Hey Bob.
Yeah.
I'm sorry we're fucking this up.
Oh no, that's great.
You sound like you want to kill us.
No, I'm loving every second of it.
Chat, hit the like button and Bob wants to kill us.
He's still over there eating his cookies and drinking some milk in bed.
Now kiss.
I'm telling you, I'm taking that community game night. I'm taking that.
Doobie says, "Oh my God, lol." Yes, he knows what we're talking about.
If TJ is still inside the chat, TJ, just be ready, man. You keep the Yoda voice. I'm gonna start using the now kiss.
Now kiss.
I gotta work on that. I'm gonna work on that.
Did anybody watch any of the Day of the Dev?
No. Very intentionally.
Yes, I didn't even know about it.
I did, but I was like, yeah, canceled. This turn. I was done.
Power man. Speak of the devil, I think he spoke up. But Peter had a question. Jedi Knight Peter had a question for us. He said, question for the panel, what was your game of the show? His was Alien or Callisto Protocol?
Well, hopefully you got a PC there, Jedi Knight Peter, because that's where the Aliens game's at. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Did anybody see it was coming out for console?
It didn't show. I don't think.
I thought it said just PC or Steam or something, but
I thought it said Steam, but that was
maybe it is, Peter. Maybe it is. And then also Callisto Protocol looked fucking fantastic, and that was probably the highlight for me is Callisto Protocol. Because they showed a decent amount of it. It looked great. It was Dead Space without the lawsuit. And, and I could play it this year.
Yeah, it looks pretty damn good. That, I would say, I'm still stuck on the Turtles just because it's coming to Game Pass. But if I have to say like most impressive, definitely Callisto Protocol and Witchfire. Witchfire looks really damn good to me.
It'd be nice if I could have a different game than Callisto Protocol. But, Callisto Protocol looks solid and it looked like Dead Space 2.0, or whatever you want to call it, but it looks solid, and I like the part when the guy was sliding past, the guy was paced up against the wall, and his eye turns. I thought that looked cool, but it wouldn't be a good jump scare unless you had headphones on and you didn't know that part was coming, but now I know it's coming. That it will.
You're gonna forget about before you play the shit. You're like, damn it! It's all the trailers spoiled the game. You remember that part where that dude got his fucking head chewed off?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
That dude was Sony fans when they found out Last of Us was coming to PC.
that was Sony fans for us critiquing the game.
And did you see the gameplay right after he got his head chewed off? They showed the gameplay where you backed in to like a turbine.
Oh yeah,
you in.
At least he did it head first, go out quick.
Yo, his arm got caught, and then he just was like,
he tried to resist.
The blender.
Right, that looked pretty damn good.
So I liked Dead Space 2.0, 2.5, and 3.0. I liked all those.
You notice all these space games are coming out around the time that Starfield was projected to come out. You ever notice that in trends in video games? Like, what are the odds that what the fuck is that damn shooter? Redfall, yeah. I always get that mixed up with something else. Redfall and Vampire Blood Hunt. They're very, very similar. What are the odds that 2 years, 3 years, 4 years ago, they're both like, oh, let's build a fucking vampire game. Like, they're very, very similar. And this happens a lot throughout gaming history, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird. You got a lot of Dead Space-ish games coming out in the next 8 months.
Well, I think the developers, they use a lot of outside firms to kind of get a finger on the pulse of the gaming community. And so, these developers are all using the same resources. And so when the one developer gets told, well, vampire games are really hot right now, guess what? The next meeting, they're going to tell the next developer, well, vampire games are pretty hot right now.
I want to know what firm they're using that told them fucking vampire games are really hot right now.
Right?
Yeah, you'll never guess. Vampire games are fucking fire right now. No,
well,
what
first thing I would ask, what vampire game are you talking about?
Well, I mean, you think, well, not really games, but as far as in the media, if you think about it, back when these games were first being drawn up and you were first getting, they were talking about what it was going to be. Yeah, the concept. When the concepts were first being put together, you think of the movies and the TV shows that were ending and the series that were in. Twilight was wrapping up, and it was big.
Here's my question though: like, which game is going to break the mold and actually do the neck sucking? One of them's got to do it.
This is a
reasonable question, Chad.
You got to blow in that controller to suck a neck.
I heard something in sucking. I'm like, what did he say? What did he say?
He said neck sucking.
I'm talking about the new Morbius game. That's right. Morbius Madness.
Oh my God. You know how many times I saw Morpheus in the chat? I was in tears. I was like, what do they keep talking about Morpheus?
Yeah, I saw that too. I'm like, why are you talking about Morbius? I saw that. I didn't understand.
That's exactly why the studio heads were that dumb to think, oh, it's popular now. Let's put it back in the theater.
Morbid time. I'm like, what the hell is this?
That was
Morbid time.
Stupid. It's Morbid time.
Shout out to the chat. We've had Kaleri hop in. My brother Power Man's hopped in. We had Neil B get in here. Ryan Thomas.
Palpatine.
Yeah. And Morpheus has been mentioned several times. That's right.
Morpheus or Morbius?
I said okay. Morbius.
Okay, there you go.
I think
just
I said
make sure, you know.
Hey, I saw the movie and I was like, wow, it can't be as bad as what people say. And then I was like, wow, it's not. It's worse.
Worse. And you had a lot of Sony fanboys trying to, oh, it's good, it's good. I'm like,
no, it wasn't.
They will hype up anything Sony. It's ridiculous.
Sure enough. I keep hearing Uncharted is supposed to be so good, and I'm like,
that movie's
no, I'm not falling for the cap.
Right.
I'm not falling for the cap. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just not going to.
I made it 30 minutes in and said, nope.
Really?
Wow. You made it that far in?
Well, you know, I was kind of bored.
I'll give you to you because I didn't
the wife
make
wanted to do a romantic comedy. So we watched something else. Yeah.
I just fell asleep on it. You know, that way my wife couldn't say anything because I was there, but you know what happened afterwards. She can't really complain because she would always go to sleep on movies too. So, yeah, I would just pull that stuff.
Yeah, I think I've been holding that card for a while. That new what's her name? She was in Speed. Sandra Bullock, the new Sandra Bullock film.
I'm about to say new Sandra.
Oh, you know, that actually was pretty all right though.
Yeah, I didn't mind.
Her and Channing Tatum.
it kind of built you up for something in the end. You're like, oh fuck, that's all. Damn.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like Halo Infinite, huh?
I haven't finished it yet.
What? You haven't finished it yet?
Wait, you didn't
No.
finish it?
What the fuck?
No, because me and the wife
Bobby.
do things together.
Don't
and that's
blame your
one-
fucking wife.
Oh,
I'm
I'm doing
drag
it.
her into this.
I'm dragging her into it.
Let me
She
guess.
come
You're waiting
around
for the
corner.
co-op to come out?
Yes, she wants me to wait till the co-op comes out.
Yeah, that's
You
so
always-
bad.
do you always
Well,
do
tell
what
her
your wife
thanks,
tells
tell her
you?
thanks for that Kevlar vest. Go ahead and tell her thanks.
Yeah.
Enjoy it while it lasts, Bob.
She came around the corner and said, "You're playing it without me." I was like, "Well, we can't play together." Well, then we're
She's
gonna
like,
have
well,
to
that's
stop.
fucking stupid.
She said,
Yeah.
"You're gonna wait." You're like, okay, baby.
Did you
I'm
damage
mad at
control the
you.
co-op to her
No,
though,
she's
like
like,
like a
We
lot of
can't
people
sleep
did?
together. He was like, "Oh, okay, I'll just put this away."
He had to
No, I did not
apologize.
damage controller. I told her it was bullshit.
He's like, don't worry, they said the co-op will be here in 2 months.
She's
Did
in
I
there
say
mad.
months?
He's like,
I
I'm
mean
sorry,
years.
baby. I'm sorry. She's like, no.
2 quarters.
He gave her
Sorry,
flowers.
feel like
No.
again.
He
Yeah.
gave her the flowers.
Listen,
No.
Bob,
Then
if
she
you're gonna
said,
do that, at least lie about the date. You know what I mean? Just
I'm
give
waiting for
yourself a
the
lot
I'm
of
waiting for the
time.
co-op too though, and I think it's 4-player co-op, so that's gonna
Is it
be
really?
yeah.
Oh, I'm all for that then.
There's actually four weapon selection things at the FOBs. You know,
Yep.
the little bases you capture. There's
Yeah.
4 slots for 4 players as well.
Sure is.
And then they alluded to it being, I think they flat out said it was fucking 4 actually more recently. And if that's the case, that's gonna be fucking legit.
What
Because
they
that's what
should
that
have
game
done, though,
needs.
like what they should have done though is like I know a few people spoke on it. Is had you use your multiplayer Spartan for anyone outside of the first player playing as Chief.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
use
mean
your
the
multiplayer Spartan.
duplication of Chief. Even I don't give a fuck. You know,
You
like
said
just
you'll take it whatever. Huh?
yeah. Well, that's what they've done every time.
I know. I always felt it was weird because I'm like I'm Chief, and then my brother or whoever was playing as the other Chief. I'm like, you're not really Chief. In my head, that's what I always thought. So
Like,
I had
there's
to
only
make up
one
my
Chief.
own
I'm the real
lore in
chief.
my head.
I'm
But
the only chief.
If
Yeah.
they do extra, if they use multiplayer and stuff, then that would be something that, again, like if they didn't do it, it's not a big deal to me. But if they did it, that's definitely better. That's definitely cool. But then again, keep in mind that everyone else wants to be Master Chief too. So I don't know.
I would
Nothing
just
will be
never
nothing will
think of
be
the
a,
back of
like a
the game.
warthog full of dudes with sniper rifles and rocket launchers though. Like the
Oh, yeah.
AI, OP as fuck.
or at least that damn Spartan laser, not Spartan laser. The
That's how I beat all the bases. I go and pick up all the Marines and just drive around in circles.
Yeah.
Hop
and they
in
kill
and grab
everything.
these rocket launchers. Yeah, unlimited ammo. They just keep going.
what's the name of that damn laser? That the I can't remember the name of it. You all
I
know
think
what
it's
I'm talking
actually
about.
called Spartan, the Spartan laser.
No, not that one, but the one that the damn.
The one Seamus Blackley hit Nick Marcel with the other day on Twitter. He's like, shut the fuck up, little bitch.
That was funny.
Yeah, Spartan laser. Close enough. I like it.
Picasso.
Yeah.
All right, Bob.
I gotta find it now. I'm sorry, it's bothering me now.
I'm out.
So,
The Sentinel beam. There we go. Damn.
Oh, you mean the continually firing laser?
Yeah. Oops.
Gotcha.
Took a second.
oh, okay, I got you.
That thing is it's pretty nice. That's the thing about Halo Infinite that the people don't really get enough credit for. Pretty much every fucking gun in that game is great.
Yeah.
Except for
Yeah.
that, what is that? That battle rifle, the one that hits so hard every time you pull the trigger.
One of them.
I mean,
don't
I
care
like that
for,
one
though.
too.
I don't like the
I like it.
Mangler.
It just kicks too hard.
I
I
don't
can't
like the
aim it
Mangler
properly.
though. I'm not a fan of the Mangler.
No,
will
I like
say.
the Mangler.
You don't
I
like
do
that
like
pistol?
Only if it's up close and I get to hit somebody across the head. But other than that, like if
You're
you're at a
talking,
distance,
about the,
distance-
brute, you're
enough,
talking about
huh?
the brute pistol, right?
yeah, if you're at a
That
distance,
thing is one of my favorite weapons, man.
Yeah,
that thing
me
just
too.
fucks them up.
man,
Hey,
I'm
Ass
terrible
Play
with
in the
Mangler.
chat just wants the confirmation on the ass play in this.
Ass
yeah.
play.
You trying to get some ass play going on Ashtray? I don't know.
Ass play gaming.
I'm just
Yeah.
adding all this stuff up to using group chats. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all.
ass play, and you got KY here. I don't
They
know.
really
Yeah.
didn't to just pull the show out of whatever random asshole Umber's talking about right now. They really didn't say much else. Like we kind of covered all the games already, right? Like they didn't.
Pretty
I mean,
much.
Xbox was there, but they're kind of like in the background underneath the seat, coloring. Like there's like, oh yeah, we're doing a Game Pass app on a Samsung TV, and everyone's like, no one gives a fuck. And then that was the end of that. And then
Yes.
what else was there? Just for full context, like 2022 model Samsung TVs and up get an Xbox app. And I've actually seen this being utilized, right? In the media briefing, I talked about it today in a video. But yeah, it looked super simple. You go to the game hub area on the Samsung TV, the Xbox app is right there like they showed in the promo. And once you do that and you click it, then it gives you the option to set up your controllers. And you can just stream, games to your Samsung TV. The shitty thing is, though, what about for motherfuckers not on Samsung TV? So you need to announce something like that puck, right? Or whatever it is, that stick that's going to enable people to stream to TVs that don't have an exclusive deal, which is the vast majority.
What the puck are you talking about, dealer? No,
the hockey puck.
No, that Zenless Zone Zero, by the way. We didn't mention that. That looks pretty damn good, by the way, in the showcase.
I think the advertisement for that puck should be this is what the puck you're looking for, or the puck you want. No, not that one.
We give 0 pucks.
Yeah, we give 0 pucks. Yeah. The puck is going on right now.
The puck you mean?
Puck Apple, puck Roku. Because they're trying to have all that same content on their device, right? But with the addition of all the games you could probably ever want to stream. And that's something else they announced today, is that if you own games, then you'll be able to actually start being able to stream them as a Game Pass Ultimate member. And as long as it's supported by cloud and you own the game, later this fall they're updating it to where you'll be able to stream that no matter where you're at.
Just puck it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what he said. That was a good one.
Final.
So I saw on Twitter the last couple days people overreacting to paying for demos and how Xbox is going to do what PlayStation is doing. And then Sarah Bond drops a tweet today that says that the demos will be at no additional cost.
No additional cost because they are in Game Pass.
So
correct.
I have I'm a bit torn there because I talked about this with Jedi earlier, and Jedi, we have our stance on Sony doing it with the paid demo thing. I mean,
that's what this is, though. This is you are a PlayStation Premium member to do this. You are a Game Pass member to do this,
right? And
don't let nobody at Xbox try to market you out of that opinion or that fact, rather. That's exactly what they're doing. And they said in the media briefing, and I'm pretty sure they said this stuff publicly, but the developer does get, can get compensation for this, and of course the feedback.
Right. And analytics and such.
You're crossing a line right there. Like I don't think that this is a reactionary thing or to kind of feel the need to compete with what Sony are doing. But it's like, of all things, this is the thing you're going to try to do as well or copy them with or compete with them on. You can do so much better, so much more. And you've proven that over the past 5 years.
I felt indifferent toward it, but I guess because I'm already a subscriber to Game Pass. So it just felt like, well, I'm just getting new stuff added to me. Right. But
I that's why it's important not to think about it like that.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, unless they raise the price of Game Pass.
No, I just don't like it still being wrapped into Game Pass.
Why would they raise the price of game? It's a fucking demo.
See, they're not raising anything. So that's
we used to get these in a pizza box, man.
Well, we didn't have a problem paying for Game Pass for what Game Pass gave us. And now we got a problem because they're throwing demos
start fucking
into
your family members because you're happy with the deal and the savings that they provide you. Like, it's not. I'm just saying, like,
these demos are fucking our family members, to be fair, but still,
Go ahead, Game Pass. You just brought on Sniper Elite. I got some time in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, you don't want to go that far. Don't
forget the KY over there now.
Yeah. Real quick, I'm sorry, I mean to cut you off. Jay Blaze. Yes, we used to get it inside of magazines.
Sure did. Yeah.
We used to go to Borders bookstore, and it would be in a magazine, and you steal out the magazine, and you go home and play the demo. Yes.
Well,
it used to be a magazine.
You didn't buy them. You didn't buy them Bushido.
Well, that's another story for another time. So anyway, back to who was talking last? Bob? Was that you, dealer?
It was Bob.
It was Bob. What were you saying before I'm gonna cut you off?
Nothing. I was just getting put in my place by deal.
I don't blame him for cutting him off. It took him fucking 30 seconds to respond to you.
He was dipping his cookie, damn it.
He's like, hang on a second.
I don't know.
Dipping my cookie in my milk with my little pinky in there.
Oh,
I can see Bob now on the couch all wrapped up in a big old quilt.
He's wearing one
Sitting there
of
with
them
a cup of
fucking
chamomile with the
Snuggie.
fireplace going.
It's a Snuggie.
It's a see, you're a man of the future. I should have thought of that. Man, I give me one of those one day when I'm old enough.
Yeah, I mean, it could be a way to fund devs, quote unquote, but trust me, Xbox have made it so fucking easy. Even turning your home console into a development kit, working with them through ID or even publishing it independently. When you talk about funding demos and using demos as proof of product as to fund a developer to help them make a game, that is some blue box territory shit. Where they show you some bullshit, they promise you something, and they even promise you a demo, they draw some money in, and nothing fucking happens. Remember that scamming ass studio, Blue Box?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that's the realm. They're the motherfuckers over there in that corner, and there's not many other groups over there with them. That's where we're kind of like looking now, like what's over here? No need to go over there. Leave the motherfuckers alone, and let's just do shit the other way.
Yeah, about the man behind the curtain. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I say though, for me, I guess initially I felt like, yeah, that's cool. Little demos, why not? Because like I said, I'm all in, and I've been with them for years, and I'm set for years. So it's like whatever. But I guess I can see that especially if you're coming into it and such, and knowing the history of demos, I can see what you all mean on that for sure. Because me and Pete, we talked about it, and he was like, Pete was like immediately like, "What, Umbra? What, you for that?" He called me out immediately, but I don't know.
My thing is that I just didn't like it because it's the same thing Sony are doing essentially when you boil it down.
Yeah.
I didn't like it when Sony did it. I don't like it when Xbox does it. I hate it more when Xbox does it because this is so unnecessary and just dumb. And it's something. It's really weird to see Xbox almost directly copy Sony these days so immediately as well.
Now let me ask, what would be a way acceptable for this if it's added to Game Pass tier like they're doing here?
Or just release the fucking demo like you're supposed to and not have it behind Game Pass or anything else.
Nothing they could do that I'd be okay with.
Well, like if they make it an extended demo to where it's like I don't know 5 hours or something like that.
Well, we both know that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's way too
even
much.
Even if it was, it's still to me really slimy.
I mean, this is their way of sneaking it in. I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off, but really, I gotta say, this is their way of sneaking this to basically essentializing. What the fuck does that mean? They are desensitizing us to the fact that they are trying to monetize demos on a regular basis.
Yeah. I guess I'm still kind of torn because yet I asked, have I changed my mind yet? I guess I do see the hypocrisy. I will acknowledge, me saying what I said before and then like being okay with it now. But I acknowledge it. I acknowledge it.
Aware of it,
Yeah, I'm aware.
But it's
like,
still pretty fucked up. That you're
like,
fuck it.
Yeah.
Wow, you got court capping. Wow, in 4K to top it off.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's like I guess, like I said, because I'm deep set into it already. I've been with them for years. I'm going to be with them for years. It just feels like it's just a new thing. Like here's also a gift to you. But I do see you guys' point. But by the way, Calorie said in the chat, it said it's not the same thing as Sony is doing at all. So they're taking the first 2 hours of completed trials and selling them. Xbox is helping devs get exposure and feedback and get an ROI.
And what do you think Sony are telling developers?
That's what I was getting ready to say. It's just a different way of saying it.
Sony are literally using them as a way to basically advertise their games and to incentivize them into releasing these things. Same shit, different fucking can. Like, I don't know, man. We don't know these companies a goddamn thing. When I see demos for sale and trials for sale, fuck off. The trials to convince me to buy your game, not paying you for a fucking trial.
Right. I think that if you were to convince me or show me that in some way that the studio benefited from it, then I guess.
What they get paid for the devs at least.
but at the same time, it's like I still just don't like the notion that you're wrapping that up into behind a paywall to try a game out. I mean, Game Pass is what it is, but why do you want to add demos in with it? I like you said, Dealer.
It's already a great value. It makes it look worse when you do something like this. It's not necessary. So? It's like having party chat behind Xbox Live.
I kind of get that. I get that, but like, what if there's games that would never come to Game Pass, right? Like,
then they don't come to Game Pass and they live or die by their quality. But
Yeah.
That's a hypothetical. That's like people saying, well, we can't change healthcare because look at this. That's a fear mongering shit, right? Like we gotta just acknowledge what we know. And what we know is that developers are finding a ton of success on the platform. Gaming has never been more popular. They're about to go bigger and more global than ever with the xCloud and PC.
Yeah.
Developers, this is the easiest time ever to be a game developer. And it's also one of the hardest times because you got so much competition. But if you want to make a deal and you're making a quality product, I don't know a single developer that said, Xbox, take the fuck off, and my game's amazing. You know, like, it's one of those things where we're going to have to go through the system. But free demos or demos behind a paywall, I'm not going to back that. I didn't do it for Sony, and I'm not going to change my mind now.
So maybe if they then undercut Sony by just having them free for everyone, that would be something that would undercut them and what they're doing.
And if it's exposure that developers are looking for, a free demo is the way to go anyway.
Yeah,
I agree. I absolutely agree because you get to have more eyes on that than you would behind the paywall of Game Pass or Spartacus, whatever it's going to be called.
But right now, the whole thing is a damn paywall. Xbox Live.
Yeah, the problem is Xbox Live is never free. Game Pass was never free. Demos were they are a tool to help convince you to maybe try the product, not something to be held behind one of those paywalls.
Yeah,
right. So
I guess even because there's no additional cost. This way I look at it, I guess.
Even if it was just part of Xbox Live Gold instead of making it part of Game Pass, it still wouldn't be okay.
I'm just saying, like, no additional cost. Like, if it's like, I don't see the problem with releasing the stuff for free. If that's what you're looking for. And it's strictly on principle for me. Like I get everyone's perspective. I'm just saying that there's no reason that being free wouldn't also benefit them if they are confident in their game.
Yeah, I suppose so.
But you know what? Who knows?
I wonder what they'll do to maybe try to spice it up to entice people. I don't know. I'm wondering.
What do you mean, like Game Pass?
If it'll be any different way that the demos are presented here versus PlayStation's version of what they're doing.
Yeah, a demo's still a demo, right? Like whether you give me an hour or whatever.
What I mean,
that's why it's so big, Neil B.
Over like actual saves and stuff carry over once you get the game, things of that nature. Or
don't they already have that?
I don't know. Not with demos.
I swear I remember we had one recently where you played and then if you bought the game, it just continued on. I'm trying to remember what that was.
Maybe something.
That's like EA Play stuff. Like if you buy Grid Legend after the 10-hour trial, right? And you just keep going.
Yeah.
Still, to me, that's not a plus enough for me to be like, hey, I'll buy it since I've already blown an hour playing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm torn just because it's not something that charging me extra for, and it's just throwing it in. I'm already a part of it. But I do get it though. Yeah.
I mean, I'm a part of it too. Like we're all in the service, right? It's just like when Xbox Live doubled and motherfuckers was damage control and say they gotta pay the bill. So shut the fuck up. like we all said, hey, Xbox Live at $120 a year is a fucking joke. It shouldn't cost you anything. No server, the biggest service in the world for gaming doesn't charge you a goddamn thing. Right. And, you can be told what you want by marketing or people that think they know, but the ultimate truth is they don't need to charge you for Xbox Live. They don't. They make more than enough off you in a single year, more than you know. Stuff like this, just I just don't see why putting something else behind a paywall, especially demos. You want to call them special, you want to do whatever you want, but ultimately they're demos until they're not. And that's my thought on it.
Yeah.
No, what if it was more than you normally got from a demo?
Where do you draw that line? Well, I got to go past the water level now.
What if it was? I mean, what if you actually did?
So you're describing EA Play to me. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, you're right.
I guess it is kind of EA Play. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's nothing new. Like it's EA
That's
Play.
what I was thinking though. Like, what else could they add to make it more enticing? If that's going to be the case, to make it like, this is why it has to be behind this paywall. You know what I mean?
Just nothing. I just can't.
They shouldn't be behind the paywall. Yeah, they got enough incentive for people to subscribe. Demos ain't what's going to do it for you. Like demos is not why you're going to get another 100 million Game Pass subscribers before this is said and done easy. It's the fucking games.
Now,
the actual games
in there anyway, right?
That's
from
fair.
From a business standpoint, maybe Xbox is bundling these developers, saying, "Hey, put this game in here, we'll let you put a demo in here for our next game. Maybe on the back end, they're using that as to entice developers.
That could be that. Also, I look at it like Calorie just pointed out. He says, my issue is that I'm not a YouTuber or a journalist, so I won't get to play these demos any other way. Xbox needs an ROI for paying all of these people for vertical slices. This is what I would say. What if these are demos that we would never, ever get anyway? Like,
then you just wouldn't get them, and the world's better off.
You think so? Yep. You think so? You'd be better off or you'll be fine with not getting
rather than doing some shit like sticking demos behind a paywall when we know goddamn good and well they made those demos for those events, and if they couldn't make it, they couldn't make it, and they wouldn't be there anyway.
Exactly.
You know, these things are how they are right now for a reason in this regard. I think Game Pass is a big enough draw to developers by itself to convince them to do or not do what they want in Game Pass or with Game Pass. I don't think the demos have anything to do with that. I don't think they ever will. I think they will always be looked at as a weird moment for Xbox for joining the club here. And you know, I'm not going to harp on it or nothing on my own shows, but it's not something that, you know, I'm just not falling for it.
I'm not backing that either.
Heard that.
Heard that.
Yep.
Now kiss.
So stupid.
Make it.
Yeah. What else is on the agenda, Bob? What else you got for us? We got a lot of news Xbox.
That was it. I'm getting ready to wrap this up, boys.
All right.
Okay.
Chat, viewership, dealer, chat, viewership. I'm not telling people where to find you.
Huh?
If they don't know you. Dealer Gaming.
You don't know me.
What have you been playing this week, and where can people find you?
I've been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 5, actually. I've been playing a lot of Dead Space 3. I can't believe how good the co-op in that game is. Say what you will. If you haven't played it, you got a misconception about it. But it is probably the best co-op game I've ever played. It's really good. And with FPS boost and auto HDR, it looks really good for what it is. Like, I'm just shocked, like how good it looks right now. To be honest, but even on a 77, right, in a resolution that low, it still looks really, really good. I'm just kind of surprised by that. I had to do a few double takes. Hang on, you see what I'm saying? They're like, yeah, it looks pretty fucking good. Like, it really does. So, yeah, I've gone on about that entirely too long. Play Dead Space 3 co-op.
The gameplay that you had in your show looked pretty.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, was that off your PC or is that off of?
No, that's off. I don't play on PC. Shit, that's the 360 back compat, right?
Oh wow,
it looks pretty damn good. I actually never got a chance to play part 3, although I own it now. But maybe
it's on PC.
It's in Game Pass.
Yeah,
well, the demo is. Sorry,
I actually bought it right now. Right. I actually bought it the other day. It's on sale right now, I think, or it was at least last week. So,
you guys can find me on Xbox Live at ii_dealer_ii, Twitter at dealer_gaming, on YouTube. Just dropped a video today. Microsoft sent me an invite to their virtual press briefing for the media, and I kind of just broke a lot of that stuff down, showed some of their stuff they handed me on screen, and gave my thoughts about the stuff for 10 minutes. Of course, 10 minutes is YouTube. So, again, guys, let us know your thoughts on the show and hit the like button and subscribe and stuff, man. KY, thanks for having me, and it's always great being around Bushido. And remember, I've seen you guys around, and, yeah, you guys are awesome.
Absolutely. Same to you,
we appreciate your show too, man. We like goofing it off inside the chat and everything.
Spinal.
And Dealer's famous.
Yeah. He made sure to let us know that we are peons under him when we
all didn't hear it. He was like, "Shh."
Hey, give a shout out to everybody who listens to the show though, because it is pretty late. And it's been a long ass day. Like, if you're like me, you're like, I'm done with this shit. Fuck. Like, Jeff Keighley killed me. You know, I just, man, just thanks for coming out and supporting the show.
Yeah, thanks, everybody.
Mr. Bushido.
Yes, sir. Oh, yeah. Yes.
So
you can find me on Doomsayer's Den every Friday at 6:30 on Doomsayer's YouTube channel, and on the Twitters. I have my own YouTube channel, but I don't post nothing but like bits of my own gameplay, and it's not that many clips there now, so don't pay that any mind. But you can see them on the Twitters, so that'll be about it. And Doomsayer's Den.
Twitter, that's a good game.
Sometimes on the Risk It show,
whenever
they want a better version of Umbra, they ask for me, the original.
Don't believe him. Don't listen.
How many achievements you got on that Twitter?
I have.
1000G, bitch.
That's a secret. That's G4 secret, as a matter of fact. I'm sorry. G4 classified. I'm sorry.
Shaq has to walk up and ask him for real. Tell him to fucking answer. Shaq
Darcy
says it all
enough.
the time. I'm G4, 14 fucking gold bond classified. Whatever the fuck.
Gold bond.
Gold bond.
Darcy
Infinite
enough, you're
Umbra.
right.
Well, KY, thanks for having me, brother. It felt like we the Avengers that came in at the last second to save the day or something. All right.
Yeah.
You know, I felt the music kick in. Dun, dun, No, seriously, yeah, it was a pleasure talking with you all. Me and Bushido talk all the time. Dealer, I've been in one party chat with you before, brother. It's always been a pleasure listening to you guys on RDX. So you guys are the best, I think, on this whole YouTube thing personally for me, just because I've been listening to you guys for years. And so it's a pleasure to, join in with you. Bob, we've had you on our podcast before, and we got to have you again. So my podcast that me and myself, Jedi Knight Peter, and Risk It for the Biscuit, and now our newest member, Doom Cutie, hosts is Xbox Infinite, named after me, of course, Infinite Umber.
No, it's not.
Yeah. we go live right
there.
All right.
He like proved me wrong.
You couldn't even get that line out without choking.
Hopefully
That's what I call it, the Risk It Show. No way I'm saying that name.
But yeah, well, we go live Fridays at 7 Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And future people like Aussies like them, it's on Saturday for them. So they're way ahead of us. It's like early morning for them. And of course, you can find me on Twitter, of course, the deadliest achievement hunting game. Under Umber Infinite or Infinite Umbra, you'll find me either way. And of course on Xbox Super Havoc, if you all wanted to join in on some game nights that we have going, more than likely this week as well.
And Jonathan Dark in the chat, by the way. And thanks for your kind words. I know they're probably mostly bullshit, but I appreciate you saying that you really like the show, and I do see in the chat though, to be serious, man. It's awesome to see everyone in the chat, and it's like 5 years this year, Bob. So you just got to keep going, man. This shit, it can last until you die. Just be very aware.
Oh, I'm dedicated. I'm dedicated.
I was going to say, what are we talking about?
Podcasting.
Okay.
You think I plan on shit in 5 years? Like,
it got quiet too. I'm like, I was about to say now kiss to break up the silence.
That would have been a lot better.
I think it's proof enough that when my panelists drop out, I'm hunting. I'm looking. I think you got to
start hunting for some different panelists.
I refuse.
No, shout out to Lupa. I know.
Show.
Lupa will be back, but
yeah, get well, Lupa.
You gotta have a bench, KY.
I know.
He said like Gaz's birthday lasts forever.
You call Umber off the bench anytime.
But this is your host, KY Bob. MVP. You can find me Xbox, PlayStation, Steam, Twitter, YouTube, KY Bob. You can find me every Thursday here at 9 Eastern.
How do you spell that? KY Bob.
It is look. You can pronounce Kai Bob.
Kai Bob.
K-A-Y.
Hey, I'm hoping your little predictions right, Bob. Age of Empires 1 through 4 announced for consoles this summer.
Yes. Please.
Which makes complete sense. We know the fourth one is, but I didn't think about the first three. Why not? Why not throw them shits on there?
Yeah.
Hey,
if it happens, you heard it here first.
Yeah, you're an insider now. Now just don't go talking about Banjo-Kazooie or anything else.
Everyone got some more Banjo.
And you can find me every Thursday here, 9 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. British Standard Time, and 9 a.m. in Australia.
Thank you. I didn't know what was happening.
Huh? What?
Oh, bro, why would you say something like that, man? Come on.
Damn, dog, I'm doing my outro here. You done ruined it. I got to start over.
yeah, that's the punishment. He's like, anyway, you can find me KY Bob on
the milk and cookie started to kick in. He's like, you can find me.
We're sorry, KY Bob. Go ahead.
Spinal.
Yes. Like, share, subscribe if you liked what you saw. And it was nice to see everybody. It was nice to be seen by everybody. Have a
Wait a minute.
great
Which
weekend.
way do you mean that?
Huh?
It's nice to be seen by everybody. You out there streaking, Bob?
No.
Yeah, I don't see you
You
either.
got
They're
the
looking at
dingling
our
out
pretty
there.
icons on there right now.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
look, I see them.
Hey, appreciate you having me on too, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
I'm like,
I appreciate you all coming on. This was awesome. This was an awesome show. Best show I could have hoped for. And we got a big show coming Sunday, and we're all gonna have a lot to talk about next week.
Oh yeah, Dealer. I'm sure you guys are doing a watch party too, right?
No, I'm an actual fan of gaming. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch the damn event like a normal fucking human. I'm not gonna be hooked up to these damn cords and wires and being like, "Hey guys," like a fuck face. I'm actually gonna watch the shit, and then I'm gonna start the fucking stream like 30 minutes after it's over. That's my plan. So join us there, RDX.
Might not be the best time for me to plug myself then, but we're doing a watch party Sunday.
Well, feel free to come on over and watch RDX.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
I knew what I was saying when I was saying it. It's supposed to be funny and awkward, right?
Yeah.
No, I've never been one to want to live stream stuff while it's happening. I don't feel like I enjoy the shit as much or take as much, and I'm excited for it. First and foremost, like if I was trying to have 2,000-3,000 more people in the chat live or make more money or some shit, yeah, go live.
Oh yeah.
But honestly, I'm just gonna go live and talk about the games and no shade obviously to anybody who's doing the opposite. I'm just making a joke.
Yeah, we have to do.
You guys will
do.
rake it in too.
Keep the lights on. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll keep the lights on for you.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Or good morning. Good morning, maybe. I don't